Today, millions of people protect their homes with cameras, monitors, alarms, and remote controls. But few people know that the foundation of modern home security was invented not by a tech company, but by a nurse living in New York City. Her name was Marie Van Brittan Brown, and her invention would change how the world protects itself. Marie Van Brittan Brown lived in Queens, New York during the early 1960s, a time when crime rates were rising and emergency response was slow. Police often took a long time to arrive, especially in minority neighborhoods. Marie worked irregular hours as a nurse. Her husband, Albert Brown, was an electronics technician who also worked late shifts. Often alone at night, Marie felt unsafe in her own home. Marie noticed a critical flaw in home safety. Once the doorbell rang, residents had no way of knowing who was outside unless they opened the door. That moment of uncertainty could be dangerous. Marie didn't accept fear as inevitable. Instead, she asked a simple but powerful question. What if you could see who was outside without opening the door? Together with her husband, Marie began designing a system that allowed homeowners to observe visitors safely. The idea was revolutionary. A camera placed at the door, a monitor inside the home, a two-way microphone to communicate, and a remote-controlled door lock, all from inside the house. In 1966, Marie Van Brittan Brown and Albert Brown filed a patent for their invention. It was the world's first closed-circuit television home security system. The camera could move vertically to see visitors of different heights. The system recorded images, transmitted sound, and allowed the homeowner to control access remotely. Nothing like it had ever existed before. At the time, the technology was expensive and adoption was slow, but the idea was far ahead of the 1960s. Marie had envisioned a future where technology protected people, especially those ignored by traditional systems. Her patent laid the groundwork for modern surveillance, video doorbells, and smart home security. Despite the brilliance of her invention, Marie Van Brittan Brown did not become famous. She did not build a corporation. She did not become wealthy. Like many Black inventors, especially women, her work quietly shaped the world without public recognition. Over time, technology caught up to her vision. CCTV systems, security monitors, video doorbells, and smart locks all trace their roots back to Marie's original patent. Today, her invention protects millions of homes across the globe. Marie Van Brittan Brown didn't invent out of ambition. She invented out of necessity. Her work reminds us that innovation often begins with everyday people solving real problems, and that some of the most important inventions come from those who are rarely heard. Marie Van Brittan Brown changed the meaning of home safety. She gave people the power to see, to decide, and to protect themselves. And though her name is still not widely known, her invention lives on. Every time someone checks a screen before opening their door, this is the story of